Hey friends and fam, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bing and today I will be talking about my experience backpacking and teaching English around Southeast Asia. I went to quite a few countries and I spent a majority of my time in Thailand, specifically teaching in Bangkok, Thailand. I had a really good time, and I also visited Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, Singapore, Jakarta, Indonesia, Cebu, Philippines, and Angkor Wat, Cambodia. For this video, I'm gonna be doing like a little cook with me, little chef, ratatouille, and I hope you enjoy. I decided to go teach English in Bangkok, Thailand because while I was finishing up grad school and in finals week, I did not have a job despite applying to lots of jobs as one does. And during finals week, my friend and I just looked at a map and I was like, where should I go? And so we picked Thailand. I applied through an agency, which is something I might not recommend. I don't have a TOEFL or any kind of teaching certificate, so this avenue is probably good for me. But if you have a certificate to teach, then I think you could probably just do all the connections on your own instead of going through an agency. I flew in on a really long, although all flights are really long across the ocean, flew in on a long flight, got really sick, and stayed in Siloam, which was a really nice kind of upscale area. And my Airbnb had roaches in it. It was rainy season, so that's something else to keep in mind when you're traveling. Like, is it dry? Is it rainy? Is it hot? Is it cold? Of course. And after Bangkok, before my teaching orientation, I had to go to another country for a visa run because your visa runs out, so you got to go to another country to renew it. So I went to Angkor Wat in Cambodia, a place that I've dreamed of for a really long time. And my tour guide the first tour guide I had was too much all up in my business. It was getting too creepy. He would text me good morning, my beloved Bing, and I'd be like, oh, okay, no more. And then after Angkor Wat, I went to Vietnam. I did north to south, Hanoi, Ha Long Bay, Ninh Binh, and yeah, I think I also did Hoi An for a bit. It's where my phone died, so I had to bike in the rain. I met a lot of cool people. Got really close to some people. Yeah, I think you always find a little love in life when you go out there and you meet a bunch of people. It's very feral, this lifestyle of backpacking and going around countries, having nothing to do but so much to do. Things get wild and barbaric, all in good fun. So I came back from Vietnam after spending some good time with friends, old ones and new ones, and had orientation, and then went to my school. My school was Ratana Kosinsun Pod Bankuntian School, and I taught mainly middle schoolers, so Mateon 1 through 3. And they're rambunctious. They're rambunctious. They called themselves baboons, and they are baboons. And we loved each other. They would run to me, they would dance for me, they'd sing for me. I feel like we had a really good time. And something that always kind of broke my heart is that I was I was there, but I wasn't like living a life that I really, really wanted to live like. It was kind of like more out on the outskirts of the city. And one of my students came up to me once and like asked me if I was lonely, which was really sad. Of course, I did make friends in Thailand. I made friends with the Chinese and Japanese teachers. I was really scared and like grossed out by the other English teachers that were there. The vibes were horrific. Like the two older men that were there were previous sex tourists, and I just feel like that's just so gross. And I should do another video. I will do another video on this, but I always look local. Like no matter if I'm in Europe, if I'm in Asia, I look pretty local. Maybe I just act like I'm local. So people thought I was Thai. Even Thai people thought I was Thai, and I would get Thai treatment. So that means men would follow me, men would grab me or slap me. Like it's just so disgusting, and it's really sad. And ugh. After a bit, I forget how many months, but at some point you have to do a visa. All the English teachers in Thailand have to do a visa run to Laos to get their like non-B visa, because you're working there. You're not permanent, but you are working and you're living there. And yeah, it was a horrific experience, but I did make some friends, and I did eat balut on the side of a dirt road in the dark. For the first time, so that was interesting. But yeah, I almost got like not detained, but they almost didn't let me come back because they thought I cut in line at the visa. It was so stupid. It was so ridiculous, and I got really pissed, and they were like, we don't want to let you back into Thailand. And I was like, oh my god, it's all so dumb. After teaching, I continued backpacking and partying, and I went to the full moon party. I went to the Koh Lanta, which was like an island. It's not Koh Phi Phi, it's like more low-key. We still like danced on the beach and painted our bodies, and like you can smoke, you can drink, you can have a good time with a lot of people. It's nice that there are people who are young and old, and everyone's just there to have a good time and support each other on their journeys. I crossed the land border from Thailand to Malaysia, and that was really interesting. I feel like it's like very seamlessly flowed into each other's countries. And Malaysia is such an interesting, diverse country. I met a lot of people in Penang. We danced and got really drunk and made a fool of ourselves. And then I made friends with this French guy, and we went to another place, and I did not have a good time. I did not have a good time because it was just like I was broke and nervous, and I should have been like focused on trying to get my money up and teach English, but I did not. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Malacca, a beautiful heritage city. I literally had no money, and I had nowhere. I just didn't know. I was just winging it, trying to get approved to tutor on Preply. And I, waited out my visa, and I chose to go to Cebu, Philippines. And all I did in Cebu was teach English. I just put all my hours towards trying to make some measly coin to pay for noodles or whatever was going on. But the people in the Philippines, their English is really good, and they're really nice people. And there's a lot of different types of food options, so that was nice. And then same thing in Jakarta, like the people are really nice, the city's lively. But all I did was stay in a hostel and teach English, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really grateful that I had so many people that wanted to have so many lessons with me, and that the conversations were lively and people were interested. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you learned a little. I hope you laughed a little. And please like, comment, subscribe. If you leave a comment, talk about your favorite travel experience, and it could be one that was really good, or it could be one that was really wild. Okay, looking forward to it. My next video will be about studying abroad in Beijing, China, Tokyo, Japan, and Paris, France. I might make it into a 3-part, but we'll see. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.